Most legends have a core of truth, and Wherwell has its own story of deceit, lust and murder. This monument, deep in the Harewood Forest, commemorates events alleged to have happened here over 1,000 years ago. Edgar, the King of Wessex, recently widowed, sent a party to Devonshire to investigate the daughter of a local warlord. His emissary was Athelwold, an aristocrat with lands around Wherwell. The girl was said to be young and beautiful. Her name was Elfrida. For Athelwold, it was love at first sight. He reported back to the king that the girl was of vulgar and commonplace appearance. Edgar lost interest. Athelwold quietly brought Elfrida to Wherwell and married her himself. But the king became suspicious and announced his intention to visit the couple. Athelwold, greatly alarmed, ordered his wife either to make herself scarce or to appear as unattractive as possible. In the event, she did neither and set about charming the king. He realized he'd been cheated and was extremely angry. On Elfrida's suggestion, a hunting party in the Harewood Forest was arranged. Edgar and Athelwold became separated. Picking his moment, the king killed Athelwold. It is almost certain that Elfrida was party to this killing, for shortly afterwards she married the king, and later murdered his son in favor of her own, Ethelred. He was eventually to become king, known to history as Ethelred the Unready. Elfrida put Wherwell on the map. In her later years, conscience-stricken perhaps by these and other murders she is alleged to have committed, she founded a nunnery. Wherwell Abbey was for centuries one of the most magnificent in the kingdom. It covered an area between the church and the end of an 18th century house called the Priory, although little today remains above ground. Elfrida ended her days at Wherwell. One day, walking on the banks of the River Test, she lost her footing, fell, and drowned. The abbey suffered serious damage by fire during the vicious war between Stephen and his cousin Matilda. A major battle at the river crossing was fought here in 1141. In its time, the abbey gave sanctuary to 3 English queens. It was a king, however, that brought it to an end. In the 1530s, at the hands of Henry VIII, the abbey suffered the fate of most monastic establishments in England. It was disbanded and sold off. There's little to show that the abbey ever existed.